Hello and welcome to another Arkis video where we're going to have a look at the circuit experience at Alsace. If you're new to the game, the circuit experience challenges are a good opportunity to earn a lot of credits, especially if you can gold all the sectors and the full lap. If you are old to the game like me, the circuit experiences are still a good opportunity to fine-tune your driving. I've still got a lot to learn on this game and it's been a while since I did these, so I'm back here to see if I can shave off some time and improve my driving. We're going to run through the individual sectors and at the end the full lap as well. If you are enjoying the content, please feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. It is highly appreciated. And now let's jump into this circuit experience. So we are on the main screen, we are jumping into World Circuits. We are jumping into the Europe section and we are picking Alsace, and here we are going down to the circuit experience logo and we are jumping straight into sector number 1. And as we are coming up to the first corner, let me just mention I'm using second gear on the exit. On this one I will use third on the full lap, but first the brake marker is the 50 board, so we are hard on the brakes. This is a hairpin. It doesn't look like it when you're driving, but look at the map, it is a hairpin, so you need to be patient, get the car rotated. And we are on the power, exiting in second gear this time around. Here we've got a fast flat out corner and you just need to not turn in too early. I've got the corner markers on, and if you turn in when you got that, then you will be safe. The brake marker for this corner is that piece of the barrier. This is another hairpin, so we've got a late apex as well. I'm using second gear, letting the car coast in towards the apex. Now carefully coming onto the power, you're coming over a slight crest so the car can get a bit sideways. And here we've got that dead tree right by the barrier. That's a lift-off marker. I'm braking a tiny bit, and that big tree is an acceleration marker, but I got a bit into the gravel, so I had to delay my acceleration a bit because the car got a bit unstable. And we are across the line. There's definitely stuff to clean up for me still on this, but it's good enough for gold. We are jumping on to sector number 2. And we are, if I remember correctly, coming straight up to a corner. We've got a brake marker, which is you are running under that banner or the start of that striped wall. We are down to second gear, but back up to third. This is roughly a 90-degree corner. Still coming over a slight crest, so still be a bit careful on the exit. And here you need to brake early. We've got this slightly unhealthy looking pine tree. That's my brake marker. We're coming down the hill. I'm trying to point the car towards the inside, really let the car coast. And you can see I'm still playing with the throttle. But now we are fully on the power on the exit. And we've got this long bank corner. And the start of this wall, that is a lift-off marker. And I'm trying to keep the car a bit wide, because I want to aim the car for that late apex. You can see the corner marker there, and this time I'm actually coming in a bit too narrow, and you can see how that compromises my line. I'm struggling to keep the car on the track and I am losing a bit of speed, but we are still going across the line with a goal time with a solid gap to the limit. So we are jumping on to sector number 3, so still not perfect, but yeah, it's always a work in progress. Now we are onto the final sector, and here we've got this small building, and that is sort of a lift-off marker. We want the car pointed, and somewhere between the edge of that barrier and the marshal stand is where you want to brake. In as straight a line as possible, and I am actually overcooking this a tiny bit. You can see I was still struggling to slow the car down as I was trying to turn in to the apex, so I lost a bit there. This marshal box is a lift-off marker, and as I lift off I also upshift to fourth gear, and now we are back onto the power up the hill. And here we've got an early brake marker. We're coming downhill and we need to brake in a straight line, so roughly where that yellow bit of the steel barrier is, I am hard onto the brakes. Coming down to second gear, don't get too narrow into this corner. I'm staying towards the right hand side of the track, and this could be a brake marker. It's a bit of an afterthought. I'm mostly just concerned about not overcooking this part of the corner, and we are going across the line on the final sector, still with a healthy gap to the gold limit. And now we are jumping straight onto the full lap and no interruptions this time. So we are coming up towards turn 1. We are looking for the 50 board, and just be patient, let the car rotate. But this time I'm up to 3rd gear on the exit. You can do both. We are not going for any world records here, and both things will work. Just using the corner marker as a turning point for this flat out corner. And that start of the barrier with the stripes, we are braking down to 2nd gear, up to 3rd gear on the exit, and you can see the car is going a bit sideways. We are lifting off, braking a tiny bit, accelerating at the big tree. We certainly got a better exit this time. And now we are hard on the brakes, just around the banner across the track. And got the car rotated before the apex and exited in 3rd gear, looking for the pine tree, and braking and pointing the car towards the inside, letting the car roll into the corner until it's safe to go back onto the power. Now the long banked corner, we are lifting off, we are keeping the car sort of middle of the track, bringing the car in towards that apex point. We did a slightly better job this time, but on the other hand, I'm getting a bit indecisive coming into this corner. I'm braking a bit already at the building on the left hand side, then letting go of the brakes and braking again, but I still ended up messing up the braking a bit and braked a bit too late. So not the best hairpin. Now we're coming up the hill, upshifting to 4th, just as we're about to accelerate, and looking for the yellow bit of the barrier on the right hand side, hard onto the brakes, coming down the hill, down to 2nd gear, make sure not to run too deep, using a bit of first for rotation, this time straight up to 3rd gear for the exit, and we are going to go across the line in a 151.413. So this is almost a 2.5 second gap to the acquired go time, so there is definitely some wiggle room. And don't be mistaken, I'm well aware that the really fast drivers are doing this a lot faster than me. I'm still learning as I go along, but I hope you found the video entertaining and maybe even somewhat useful. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.